Hey ho, mateys. It is I, your favorite reviewer. We're about to talk about a video game based off a movie, and that's Pinocchio, for the Super Nintendo. That's also on Sega Genesis and Game Boy, but I am not doing those. We're about to do the story, the video game based on the movie. Also, I just woken up like last minutes ago, so that's why I'm talking like this. Like any adaptation in some games based off movies that's already been done like many years ago, since 1940s. The story is about a young boy named Pinocchio, who was plainly a puppet created by Geppetto, who wishes upon a star to make sure Pinocchio becomes a real boy. And would you know it, he comes to life thanks to the Blue Fairy. He has to be brave, truthful, and unselfish to become a real boy. With his guides of Jiminy Cricket, while meeting some weird, wacky characters on the way. A cartoon cat that never talks, except for the hiccup part, and a talking fox named Honest John. While on the way, he meets a strong bully, the puppeteer, that will make lots of money of a live puppet with no strings, and have adventures on the way toward Treasure Island, and then toward returning home, and realize that his father Geppetto is gone, and had to fight him out in the ocean while getting eaten by Monstro the whale. And in the end, they found him inside a whale and get chased by Monstro, and then becomes a real boy at the end of the movie, if you've seen that. Anyways, the game I'm reviewing right now, you can play only two characters, Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket. This is the only time you play Jiminy Cricket by using his umbrella attacking the crickets, just like in the mops in the movie, and use the soundtrack from the film. And I would say the backgrounds and everything in this game are really spot on, perfect. And the game shows you how to play. It shows in this one you have to play, obviously, Pinocchio going to several levels. This one you have to do the dancing move, learning how to attack by having Pinocchio swerve his legs into left and right. This game is also done by Virgin Interactive, that did the Jungle Book, Hook, Aladdin, and Lion King, which I'll get to pretty soon. Anyways, let's just skip this part. If you want to do the entire gameplay, it's pretty complicated if you want to know how it works. Anyways, here's Treasure Island. I only have this game on the Game Boy because I don't know what you're supposed to do. You have to hang on to the balloons. That's why I'm trying to get to the side of the level. Avoiding enemies like the boys that are trying to tap Pinocchio. Owen gets those hats. That's for extra lives. And magic wand for extra health. Now this is the part where it screws me over, because I could not see on the Game Boy. You have to jump at the right moment on the line cart, or Pinocchio will end up being dead. Which is pretty messed up for a kid's game. Because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Do I have to jump? Do I have to duck? I just pretty much stopped playing the game because well, obviously it's a Game Boy because you can't see on how brightly colored it is. At least on the Super Nintendo you could see it better. Anyhow, you have to escape Pressure Island while finding those goons on the way. But be careful, they'll on the way grab you and toss you on the side. And now you're pretty much part donkey. Just like in the film. There's not much else to say, but you have to get to the very top to defeat the coachman by kicking him. Which is the only time you see this guy get defeated. Because in the movie, he was never defeated. And you get rewarded. Also, that donkey was actually Lampwick, which I forgot to mention. He's kind of a character. Oh, cool guy who likes to be a bad boy, but turns into a donkey. Anyways, here's the underwater level. Not much else to say, but at least the background looks amazingly good. Except you're collecting clams. So, yeah. And avoiding dangerous enemies as well. Next, you have to grab on the fish's tails, just like in the film. Or swim away from Monstro, the whale. Just be careful not to grab the ones with a hairy side. And Guinea's there too? Okay. Anyways, you're inside the whale. Oh, and you have to collect wood. You have to put it on fire. Just also from the okay, I think you get the idea. Avoiding crabs and probably seagulls that attack you. Now all you have to do is escape from Monstro the whale. But if you get inside Monstro again, you have to collect all the wood and start all over again. And I gotta admit, the scene is pretty awesome. You escape Monstro the whale while avoiding rocks by ducking cover and jumping. It's pretty neat. But not as epic as the you know what. And the game comes to end. And the Pinocchio finally becomes a real boy. And that was Pinocchio for the Super Nintendo. My thoughts? It's pretty great. It's actually not so bad. And the animation looks pretty good. I would say it's actually an amazingly great game. But at least it's pretty short. Unlike some of the games I bring up to talk about. Oh, this is actually not that bad. And the soundtrack, it sounds exactly from the movie. The characters, which I forgot to mention, with the voice. Even when Pinocchio takes damage. You know, the actor is pretty much a lot younger back then since the film came out in the 1940s. Doesn't sound half bad. Gameplay is fun. All I can say is I give this game a 7 out of 10 from a huge success on being one of the most famous games based off of film. Some cliche so far. Or I might someday talk about the Pinocchio movie. But for now, thanks for watching, and I had to wrap this up pretty quick. And look at it, says game over. And you lose all your lives and other things, blah blah blah. Alright. See you around, mateys. I had to wrap this up pretty quick since I just woken up like already 20 minutes ago. So I'll talk about an interesting movie video game. A video game based off a movie cliche. Okay, so thanks for watching. Glad you enjoyed me talk about Pinocchio. Oh, for the Super Nintendo. By the way, the Super Nintendo is way better than the Sega Genesis and the Game Boy. So, see you guys around.